Next up, let's automatically install some software to selected or all devices in your domain. You can't install very many pieces of software with just the Windows group policies, but you can install a few things. If you want to install more than just like simple things like 7-zip like we're going to install, you'd want to use System Management Server, which is way beyond the scope of anything we're doing in this class. So we're going to install 7-zip, which is a handy little zip program. An unzipping program. It's an open source guy. It works way faster. Oh, there it is, 7-zip. It works way faster than the built-in compressed file extraction thing in Windows, because this is multi-threaded, where Windows extraction works just on a single thread. Well, we can't use an exe. So let's go to download, where they have other options. And we have MSI installer. This will allow us to automatically install something from Active Directory. So we're going to go ahead and download that guy. Won't take very long. It's just a little bitty file. Now we need to have somewhere to store this where people can access it. In my directions, I say create a folder called Client Apps. That's a convention that I have from way back in the Small Business Server 4.0 days, which is where I started, and it had a Client Apps folder. So whenever I need to have a place on the server to store software, anything I have to install as a client app, I create this folder. So this is not a Microsoft thing. This is a Buildoring thing. All right, so we need to share it out. We'll do advanced sharing, just like we've done before. We'll say everybody has to have access. Okay, okay, okay. Whoops, we forgot to actually share it out. To set the security on it. All right, so we need to have users have read, execute, list folder contents, read. It seems like this has changed. We'll try it and see what happens. Seems like I had to change it in D1 before it would work. All right. There we go. Seems like users, well, we'll find out. If we have an error, then we'll figure it out. All right, so now we need our group policy management. Oh, there he is. Instead of just doing it on our workstations, which I don't have one, I'm going to do it so everybody gets it. So I'll call it install 7-zip. And it would be nice if I would be a little consistent. I like consistency. It looks professional. Oh, it won't let me rename it. Come on. I want to let me rename it. There. Huh, okay. So I'd have to delete it and start it over again. Not a big deal. All right, edit. This is a computer configuration because it doesn't matter which computer that we have, we want it to install on all the computers. So we go to computer configuration. Whoops, I went to the wrong one. Policies. Underneath policies, we have software settings. Yep, there they are. Software installation. I'm going to right click and install a package. Now we have this stored in the C drive, but guess what? All of our clients across the network can't get to it. So that's not going to work. We need to go up here and do //server1. And if we press that, it'll show us everything we have, client apps, and there is our client application we're going to install. So go ahead and click open. That'll take a moment. Oh, didn't take very long. Click, guess it's because it's a little file. All right, so now it's assigned, right? Let's right click on this and go to properties just to see what we did. So it is going to be assigned, which means that it automatically is going to install on a computer that's in that OU. I typically say uninstall when it falls out of the scope of management, like if you have it only on one place. Now this thing keeps doing weird things. There. All right. So now the next thing is we want to close this and optimize it, which we didn't do in the other one, did we? So we do not need the user configurations, we just need the computer configurations. So we go ahead and click that. All right, so let's do this on Windows 11. And we are going to force the group policy to update, although it's not going to install the application until we restart. It's an automated installation like this, you have to reboot. So we're going to do GP update, and that'll refresh our group policy, and it's probably going to tell us. It's going to say, oh, you have to restart or something like that. Oh, it says the update is completed successfully. All right, well, let's force it this time. See what happens, because that's what's in my directions, force it. Well, I don't think it can install in the background. Let's see. I'm pretty sure it can't. I think we have to reboot. Let's try a folder, right click, properties, show more options. Yeah, it's not in here yet, so let's go ahead and restart. Restart. Well, this is a boo-boo here. I discovered why it wasn't doing anything. It's user configurations that we want to disable, not computer configurations. Ha, ha, ha. So, let's restart it again and see if it installs on start. Oh, I forgot to run GP update. Well, this time it looks like it worked. This is what you guys should have seen the first time. It says you can't do anything because the change must be processed before the system startup or user login. Well, in this case, let's go ahead and restart and pay attention as the computer starts up. You may or may not be able to see something about installing software. When my computer started up, it didn't say anything about installing software, but I right-clicked on a folder and there is 7-zip. It's automatically installed. When you reboot the computer, it's probably going to do the same thing. 7-zip typically is used from File Explorer to either add to an archive, or if you have an archive already, you can decompress it. There we are. We've installed a little simple piece of software so you don't have to run around to all the computers and install it manually.